Questions 24 through 30 will be based on this passage from A Wreath for Emmett Till. It's Sonnet 11. Trillium apple blossom, Queen Anne's lace, woven with oak twigs for sincerity. Thousands of oak trees around this country groaned with the weight of men slain for their race, their murderers acquitted in almost every case. One night 5 men died on the same tree with toeless feet in this land of the free. This country we love has a Janus face. One mouth speaks with forked tongue, the other reads the Constitution. My country, 'tis both thy nightmare history and thy grand dream. Thy centuries of good and evil deeds I sing. The fruited plain, thy undergrowth of mandrake, which flowers white as moonbeams. Question 24. Context clues. What words best replace the word acquitted in the lines below? Thousands of oak trees around this country groaned with the weight of men slain for their race, their murderers acquitted in almost every case. Is it A, found guilty, or B, found innocent? Question 25, author's choice. Nelson, the poet, uses juxtaposition in the lines below. She is talking about how 5 men were hanged in this land of the free. Which explanation best supports what point Nelson was trying to make by using juxtaposition? A quick note, juxtaposition is when 2 opposite ideas or things are used close together with contrasting effect. So which explanation best supports what point she was trying to make by using juxtaposition in this line? One night 5 men died on the same tree with toeless feet in this land of the free. A, she is trying to point out that people have freedoms in America that others do not around the world. B, she is trying to point out that America is not free for everyone, especially not those who are murdered unjustly. C, she is trying to point out that even though people are murdered, America is still a fair place for everyone. D, she is trying to point out that America is not the ideal place to raise a family. Question 26, literary devices. The poet Marilyn Nelson makes a reference to Janus, the phrase speaking with forked tongue. What is it called when a poet or author references something, a person, another text, or a work of art, that is outside of the text? A, simile. B, metaphor. C, hyperbole. D, allusion. Question 27, drawing conclusions. Read about who Janus is and then explain what you think Nelson means when she says, "This country we love has a Janus face." Janus is the Roman god of beginnings and endings. He was depicted with 2 faces, looking in opposite directions, both forward and backward. Here's a picture of Janus. A, Nelson is saying that America is very upfront about not being equal for all people. B, Nelson is saying that America has a past and a future, and people need to forget the past in order to succeed in the future. C, Nelson is saying that America is hypocritical. It promotes equality, but it does not permit equality for everyone. D, Nelson is saying that America carries on the ancient Greek tradition of worshiping gods and goddesses. Question 28. Literary device. Which of the following types of figurative language is used in the bolded portion of the excerpt below? Thy nightmare history and thy grand dream, thy centuries of good and evil deeds I sing, the fruited plain, thy undergrowth of mandrake, which flowers white as moonbeams. So the line we're looking at is, which flowers white as moonbeams. Is it A, simile, B, metaphor, C, personification, D, hyperbole? Question 29, literary devices. In this sonnet, Nelson states, thousands of oak trees around this country groaned with the weight of men slain for their race. What figurative language is being used here? A. Simile. B. Metaphor. C. Personification. D. Idiom. Question 30. Main idea. Which of the following answer choices best explains the main idea of the poem? A. The speaker of the poem observes that the country she loves, or the country she lives in, contradicts itself by claiming that it is the land of freedom, yet continues to turn a blind eye to the persecution of minorities. B. The speaker of the poem is upset that Emmett Till's murderers tarnish the reputation of the country by representing ideals that they do not condone. C. The country in which the speaker lives is doing all it can to eliminate persecution of others, which makes the speaker proud to be a citizen. D. Emmett Till's murderers have a deep hatred of the country, which inspires their hatred towards Emmett Till and other minorities.